Because there are 6 sides, we are going to have to find, or we're going to have to calculate the area of the 6 sides. Now, I'd like someone to tell me right here, this is the top. That is the same as what? No. That's the same as what other? I don't think it's a square. All right, listen, try to answer my question. All right, I'm asking you, look at the top of the prism. All right, that has an area. There's another side that has the same exact area. That's the one directly across. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you that there are 2 of the top and the bottom, all right, that are exactly the same, area. Now, the next thing I'm going to draw up here, I'm going to try to demonstrate is that there's this wall right here. That wall is also the same area as the wall directly across from it. So if I were to look at this right here and I duplicate this right here, you should be able to see that that wall is the same as that wall right there. Does everybody agree with that? And then I would like you to say, okay, last little step here is this front wall right here is the same as the what? The same as the back wall. Now, these shapes are made up of what? Rectangles. All right, so right above that, I would like you to write area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is what?
Base times width.
Length times width. You could say base times height. That is correct. Nothing is wrong with base times height. I like to use personally length times width. Now, how many rectangles are there? But 3 of them are the same. Do we agree? Meaning there's the same shape, the same rectangle. All right. So now what I want you to do is I want you to say the surface area is going to equal. Now there are 3 different rectangles. Do we agree? So we're going to do rectangle 1 plus rectangle 2 plus rectangle 3. Does everybody agree with that? What? I'm not asking you how to do it. I'm asking you, do you understand that there are 6 rectangles involved? Now, rectangle 1, there are how many of rectangle 1? How many of there are rectangle 1? 2. Thank you very much for listening. So it's going to be 2 times rectangle 1 plus what?
2 times rectangle.
2 times rectangle 2 plus what? Yes, 2 times rectangle 3. All right. This is how we're going to be converting, or this is how we're going to get the surface area. Now, rectangle 1. All right, let's look at the top. What are the dimensions of the top rectangle?
6 and 2.
6 and 2. All right, now if you're not sure why it's 6 and 2, I used to tell kids, take your pencil and run it over the dimensions of the top. All right, that dimension is 6 by 2 because this length right here is 6. Do we agree with that? So that area is going to be 2 times, what's the length and width?
6 and 2.
6 times 2, perfect. Plus 2 times, now I'm doing the side one right over here. What is the dimensions of that? 2 by 12. Thank you very much. So that's plus 2 times 12 plus the third rectangle is the rectangle in front. What are the dimensions of the one in front? Yes, that's all there is to it. So everybody can take out their handy dandy calculator and tell me the surface area, 2 times 6 times 2 plus 2 times 2 times 12 plus 2 times 6 times 12. And somebody tell me what all of that.
Wait, you want to stop? We have to put it on 60.
Do I have to do what?
Bring the sheet on our-
No, you don't. No, you do not. All right, that's good. What did you get?
216.
216. So far I have 216. And you measure area with what? Squares. So we would say it's 216 square feet. All right, 216 square feet. Anybody got a problem with that?
Well,
Now, those of you, is it,
That's what I know.
well, let's see.
Oh, shoot, no, yeah.
20.
I clicked, instead of plus. I clicked-
Did anybody else get 216? Let's just make it sure. Everybody's got 216. All right, everybody can do this on the calculator now. Come on. 2 times 6 times 2 plus 2 times 2 times 12 plus 2 times 6 times 12. Everybody should be able to do that now with the calculator. Grant, is that all right?
Yeah.
All right, I mean, you're not sitting up there talking now, Grant. Anybody have any problems with 216? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the next shape. The next shape is called a what? It is called a triangular prism. Thank you very much, because the base is a triangle. All right, now this shape is made up of what types of shapes? Triangles and rectangles. So right above it, I need the area formula for a triangle. Area of a triangle is what? Jackson. Come on, man. It's recording now, okay? So you can go home and listen to yourself if you want. 1/2 what? 1/2 times, someone else help him with it. So- Say again, generally what we do for area of a triangle is we say 1/2 base times height. All right. If you said length times width, would it matter? No. All right. But the base and height, remember what I told you, the base and height generally is pointed to by this right angle symbol. All right. Now, of course, the other one is area of a what? What's the other shape? Rectangle, and we're going to say length times width. Now, right above there, I just like to put out the different formulas. All right. Now, how many triangles are there in this triangular? That's right. Are they exactly the same? Yes. So we're going to have the surface area is 2 triangles. What's the formula for area of a triangle?
Oh, 2, wait, 1/2 times 16.
So 1/2 base times height plus how many rectangles are there?
2.
How many rectangles are there? Does everybody agree there are 3 rectangles? How many of them are the same though? Or are all 3 the same?
Oh,
2 are the same. How do I know 2 are the same? Because if you outline it, that's a 5 by 11. And on the other side, it's also a 5 by what? It's also a 5 by 11. So if you want, you can come over here and say plus 2 times length times width plus, where's the other rectangle at? On the bottom. Does it have the same dimensions? No. So it's plus length times width. Is everybody with me on that? All right, it's kind of annoying, but it's not really that hard. All right, so now I need some help. What's the base and height of the triangle? 6 and what? Well, let me erase so you can see it better. What is the base and height of the triangle? 6 and 4. Thank you. So it's going to be 2 times 1/2 times 6 times 4 plus 2 times, what's the length and width of the triangle that's this, I mean, the rectangle? Say it again. 11 and 5. Thank you very much. Plus 11 times 5 plus what's the length and width of the other rectangle? Nope, it's not 5 times 11. 11 times 6. Do you see how it's different? Luca, the bottom one is 11 by 6. You see what I'm saying? I was saying, no, I said what 2 are the same? The side walls are the same. Do you agree? That's why it's 2 times 11 times 5. You with me on that?
Yeah.
All right, so now everybody type that in the calculator.
I got 7,100.
It can't, if you got 7,000, you must have accidentally put a times instead of a plus here. What did you get? Somebody said 200. I got somebody with a 200. 200. Hey, what? 200?
But is it, 200, but is it 200 yards cubed or square?
Well, we're measuring area, so we would say 200 yards squared. Now, again, remember, I'm not asking you, right, to just write down 200 square yards. Everybody should be practicing typing things in on your calculator. 200 square yards. Anybody have any issues with that? Now, again, the next one, number 3, all right, is exactly the same as what?
Number 1.
Number 1. So we're just going to move on. All right. Tonight, that's your homework. Circle number 3. Luca, are you good now? Yes, I want you to write all of it out. That's exactly correct. All right, just like I'm asking you. All right, here we go. Let's go down now. Let's take a look at which one's different here. 6. So let's everybody take a look at number 6 now. All right, who can tell me what that's made?
That's a radius.
That's a what? No, but the name of the shape is called a what? Cylinder. All right, now this one, I'd like everyone to put a little star by this one. A lot of people have trouble with this. All right, so come on up here and get your worksheet. All right, so the reason why people have trouble with this is because they don't understand what a cylinder is made of. So I'd like everybody to look up here real quick. Just let me try to show you. All right, I'm going to make a cylinder right now. Look up, right over here. I just made a cylinder. Does everybody see? Hey, look up, right here. This is a cylinder, right? Right, so, Luca, flip the page and go to cylinder. It doesn't matter to me. Flip the page, go to cylinder. All right, this is cylinder. Now, the cylinder is made up of what? How many circles? 2 circles. Now, the hard part is understanding this. Jackson, look, just for a second. I'm trying to make just a quick little demonstration. There's 2 circles. Now, most people don't understand what the outside is composed of. Believe it or not, a cylinder is just made up of 2 circles and a what? And a rectangle. If you were to slice it and fold it out, it makes a rectangle. Now, but here's the hard part. This right here. Look right here. This is called the what? The distance around? The circumference. Thank you. So if I slice it and I lay it out this way, this creates the rectangle. What is this called?
The length.
Which is also the, no, which is also the, let's do it again. Look right here. Look right here. It's the what? Circumference. That's what people don't understand. And if you can recognize that and understand it, then it's super easy. This right here is the circumference of the circle that was created by the cylinder. This is also the length. This is also the what? Width. Well, the width of the rectangle is the what of the cylinder? Is the what? Definitely not the circumference. Look, I'm going to unravel it. This right here is what for the circumference? The height. There you go. So look, if I'm going to copy this and try to show you something. All right, so it'll hopefully make better sense in the future. I'm going to paste the image and I'm going to do it just like this. All right, look up now for a second. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm now trying to show you that I'm going to take this cylinder and I'm going to cut it. What is that called right there, by the way? The 13 yards. What does that represent? That represents the height. Exactly. So if I were to slice it along that blue line and I would roll it out, what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is that right there is the same. This is H.
What's 13?
That would be 13. That is correct.
And
Hold up a second. This distance right here is what I was trying to talk to you about. This distance right here is the what? That is the circumference when it's unrolled. That's exactly correct. This right here is the circumference. Now, how do I find the circumference of a circle?
pi times. Oh, wait, it's pi times the radius times 2.
Yeah, circumference is 2 pi r. All right. So this area of the wall, this is hard for kids, so please watch. This area, how do I calculate that area then?
You do the 2 times pi times r, and that's the circumference. And you just multiply 13 by that.
You are perfect. That's exactly right. That's not easy for kids to see. All right. So the area of the wall of a circumference or of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. This area right here is considered 2 pi r because that's the what? That's the length of the rectangle, and this is the what? The width. And the area of a rectangle is length times width. So they were able to calculate now the area is 2 pi r h. Now, what's the area of this circle right here going to be?
Pi.
What's the formula for area of a circle?
Times the r to the radius.
Pi r squared. That is exactly correct. So how many circles are there? There are 2 circles. So you're going to add to it 2 pi r squared. So the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. All right, that's what I want you to understand. Is everybody with me on this? All right, so please look up. That's a formula. All right, guess what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to give you the formula for the test. All right, but I don't really care about the memorizing part of it. I really wish you would be able to tell me exactly how I came up with that. This is the 2 circles, the area of the 2 circles. Everybody agree? And this is the area of the side of, or the wall of the cylinder. And that's 2 pi r because that's the circumference times the height. So everybody go back to surface area formula right here. And I'd like everyone to write down 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. That's the formula for surface area of a cylinder. Is everybody with me on that? All right, so now I want everyone to calculate that, please. All right, so 2 pi, what's the radius? Times 9, what's the height? 13 plus 2 times pi, what's the radius? 9 squared equals. So now everybody take out your handy dandy calculator and do 2 times pi times 9 times 13 plus 2 times pi times 9 squared. What'd you get, Madeline? 0.71, and we'd say yards squared. Luca, what did you get? Same thing, good. Hey, did you get that? So I got 1,400. What did you get, Sarah? Yeah, so Andrew, just do yours over real quick. 2 times pi times 9 times 13. Isaac, is that what you got? The 1,244?
Yeah.
You got that? Okay, all right. So just double check. If you didn't quite get that, double check your work. All right. You got the right answer, Luca, you said. What do you mean square? What do you mean you thought it would be cubed, Luca? What are we measuring? Area, right? Area is measured in what? Squares. Area is measured in squares. You with me? Volume, you're thinking, is measured in cubes, okay? We're measuring area, not volume. We're measuring the area of the walls. Now, I'd like everyone now to go back to question number 4. All right, there is a formula here for surface area of a rectangular prism, and I'm going to go ahead and write that out for you. All right. How many rectangles are there? 6, right? But we already said that, yeah, there's 3 different rectangles, right? So what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to come over here and make this the height. And I want everybody to make this the length. And I want everybody to make this the width. All right. Is everybody with me on that? All right. So now the bottom rectangle or the top rectangle, using our letters, what would the area of that be? No. I didn't say numbers. I don't want the numbers. I want L times W. Thank you very much. Now, what's the one on the bottom going to be? L times W. So how many LWs are there? 2. So the surface area is 2LW. Put that down. Now, I want the wall over here. What would the wall be in letters? HW. Thank you very much. Plus 2 WH or HW, however you want to do it. Now, I need the front wall. Number wise, LH plus 2LH. So believe it or not, that's the formula for surface area of a rectangular prism. Now, Jackson, you see what I'm saying? I want you to use that formula. Is everybody with me? You don't have to write, you write the formula and then you write the numbers under the formula and then you tell me what the answer is. Well, you can do it like you did on the first page. That's exactly what I did on the first page, though. I'm just telling you, I didn't tell you the formula on the first page. Now I'm just telling you the formula. You with me? All right. So here we're going to do for number 4, what's L? What's L? 11. What's W? 4 plus 2 times what's W again?
4.
What's H? +2. What's L? And what's H? What's H? 7. Now multiply that out and tell me what the surface area is. Talbot, did you get that? Surface area is 298 inches squared. Sarah, is that all right? Anybody have any questions with that? All right, so here is a really nice formula I want you to try to work on. All right, you can just plug those numbers in. Now, for everybody go to number 5. What is the height in number 5? Yeah, I want everybody to put H here. Does it matter what L and W are? No, so I'm going to put 17 as the length and 7 is the what? And then just plug the numbers into the formula. Is everybody with me on this?
Do we have to write the formula?
Yes, I want you to write the formula to practice. All right, write the formula. Listen to me. I'm going to give you a break. Write the formula, plug in the numbers, and then use your calculator. That's what I want. All right, I think that's perfectly fair. All right, so now let's go to 7. All right, let's practice the formula for surface area. Everybody's going to write down 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. Is everybody with me on that? Everybody good? What's the radius? 2 pi times 2 times, what's 8? The height. Plus 2 times pi. What's the radius? Squared. All right, everybody jump in on that, please. Type that in.
I got
125.66.
0.66 what? 4, and we'll do inches squared. 125. I've got several people that told me it's 125.664 inches squared. You agree with that?
Oh, wait, around here? I thought we did the whole thing.
Rounding to 3 decimal places, right? Did you get that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that. All right, I want to talk about number 8 now. Why is number 8 annoying?
Because it's just. Oh, there's four.
How many different shapes are there? 4 different shapes. Do we agree?
What?
Well, I mean, there's 2 different shapes, but how many? No, but I'm saying like the triangle. Here, listen, this is what I'm trying to help you with. Please look up so you can understand what I'm saying. There is a triangle, do you agree? But there's another triangle right behind it, correct? But those 2 triangles are what? Exactly the same. Is everybody with me? Now, how many different rectangles are there?
2. No, 3. No, 2. 3.
Grant, how many? 3, because there's one underneath it, right? Exactly, Luca. Exactly. So everybody see there's 3 different rectangles, right? So surface area. All right, I'm going to put 2 times 1/2 BH plus LW plus LW plus LW. Why did I have to write out LW 3 times? There's 3 different rectangles. There's 3 different rectangles. None of them are the same this time. Is everybody good with that? So help me out. Surface area equals 2 times 1/2. I need help with the triangle. What's the base and height of the triangle? 12 and 5. Thank you very much. All right. What's the rectangle on the bottom? What's those dimensions? 12 times 11. What's the area or the dimensions of the rectangle to the left? 5 times 11. And what's the rectangle on the top? 13 times 11. All right, I'm pretty happy with that.
Wait, so it's 5 times 11 times 13 times 11?
No, plus. Thank you, buddy. That was really good. Thank you. $330.
522.
Ooh, that's not what I got.
I think I need to redo this one.
According to my calculations, I think it's 390.
390.
That's what I got, 390. Is that, anybody else get 390? Everybody's good with 390? So 390 feet squared.
8,057.
Yeah, that's because you accidentally hit times instead of plus, right? You have to be real careful, Andrew, the plus sign, not the multiplication. All right, double check it. All right, now let me see if there's anything else on here.
There's another one of those annoying. Wait, what?
Wow, I gave you a lot to do.
What's 11?
All right, here we go. So yeah, I'm gonna try to cut you some slack. Now, listen, on number 11, since someone asked me about number 11, let's take a quick look at that, right? Listen to me, that is a square prism. Do we agree? So what can you tell me about the four sides? This side right here, this side right here, the one on the bottom and the one on the back. What's
All four the same.
they're all four the same. All right, they're all four the same. Does everybody hear me on that? All right.
So that means you just do 5 times.
So here we go. So now look, you're doing really good today. I really appreciate it. All right. So listen now. All right. How many squares are there here?
2.
2, right? So we're going to say surface area is equal to. Now, that would be 2 times, what's the area of, yes, 2 times, I like what he said even, 5 squared using his math terms. 2 times 5 squared. Now, how many of the rectangles are the same?
4.
All 4 of them. So that would just be plus 4 times what? Say it again. Yes, thank you. 9 times 5. Right, that would be considered the surface area. Brooklyn, does that make sense? All right, 4 of the rectangles are exactly the same. So the rectangle has a 9 times 5, then you multiply it by 4.
About 230.
Now double check me on that. Surface area is what? 230 square yards. Everybody good with that? All right, so I think I will give you a break. So here we go. Let's go back to the very beginning. All right, here we go, guys. Here's your slack. Because I appreciate how hard you worked today. So I want everyone to do, what time's the bell ring?
11 o'clock.
Yeah, so we have like 9 minutes. So here we go. I want the formulas, right? I want to show your work and do a good job. I want 10, 12, just circle these, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we're gonna do 6. Let's do 18. Here we go again. I'm going to say it again. Circle it. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 18.
You still want us to do number 3?
Nope, I don't even want you to do number 3. All right, there you go. You got 6 problems. All right, I'm not trying to overload you. All right, I want you to get these problems done.